Welcome, everybody, to episode 15 of the Clean Finish podcast here with Blackjack and Wise and Now. Follow us on Twitter at It's 21 Blackjack, at Wise and Now. The podcast Twitter is at Need Clean Finish. At Need Clean Finish. Go ahead, subscribe to the channel if you already haven't. We've got some things to cover. Apparently, Raw did not happen. And we got some NXT stuff and some news to talk about overall. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody who already, partook in the turkey and the eating and whatnot. So we obviously moved it to Friday this week. And, we've got stuff to talk about.
All right, welcome, everybody. I am now second billing to Blackjack. So I can officially say fuck Blackjack.
You see, I finally got my microphone back. And my internet back. Sorry, I didn't get my microphone back. I got my internet back. So now I can control this. So yes, he's getting second billing this week. I am on top. That's how this works. Anyway. So
oh, by the way, we got to let them know to we can now get back to our regularly scheduled getting them involved as far as tweeting those pictures and what the person looks like.
Oh yes, if you want to send in your submissions for what wrestlers look like, you can send that to @NeedCleanFinish. I can actually see it this week, which is nice, so I can be a fair judge than the normal one.
Let me go on ahead and retweet this.
Yeah, go ahead and do that now. Look, I just I can't believe that coming hot off a pay-per-view.
Oh wait, yeah. I'm an asshole. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go.
What do you mean you're an asshole?
You didn't hear yourself double?
No. Oh, okay. Look, I can't believe that coming hot, fresh off a pay-per-view, that this is what Raw did in terms of their show. This week they hit a new record low in terms of ratings. It's getting scary bad.
I wonder what their ratings were back in the 95 and 96 years, and even 97. I wonder what their ratings were then.
All I'll say is this. I'm
talking about back during the Bob Sparkplug Holly days.
Well, they're saying that the numbers now are worse than they were in 20 years. So apparently they were around this.
Ooh.
I will say this. In 2011 or 2012, around that time, when there was still some pretty bad stuff going on in Raw, that whole burial of Nexus and whatnot, those shows were doing a 4. Those shows were doing a 4. And they had TNA, which people thought was legitimately competition to them.
What year was this again? This was 2011,
2010, around that time.
Yeah, that's when TNA was well, actually, this is actually when TNA just started to getting mainstream, but that's when they started to decline.
Yes.
That's around the time where Bischoff and Hogan came around.
Yeah.
So give me the numbers.
This week's show garnered a 2.16 rating, 2.96 million viewers, down from last week's 3.29 million. It's the first time the show has dipped below the 3 million mark since moving to 3 hours back in 2012. The hourly ratings, Wiza, are horrendous.
This should be great.
First hour was 3.19 million. Hour 2 was 2.99 million.
I gotta hear this drop off.
Hour 3 was 2.7 million.
So over time, they lost about 400,000.
Yep. And then the first hour didn't start off well either.
You know what? So I was listening to who it's is it Road Dogg? That we gotta talk about Road Dogg too, by the way.
Oh yeah.
But I think it was Taz. I'm not sure if it was Taz or Road Dogg, but they talked about how the ratings aren't necessarily that bad once you start factoring in all of this other nonsense like the DVR and taking a complete Dixie Carter out, right?
Yeah.
But my question to them, these professionals, these people that have worked in the WWE, these people that work in WWE today, who say, no, our numbers are great. Our numbers are fine. We're getting viewed on this and that and this and that. My one question, and everybody should ask them this when they're talking to them about ratings and they actually do get a response. The question is simple. What is happening to the 400,000 that you're losing?
Yeah.
You are losing 500,000 viewers. There's something to be said about that. There's something to be said about that. You can't just say, well, you know, our numbers on DVR are looking pretty good. No, fuck that. Because you have a live show and they start out at one point, and normally third hour is where it's supposed to be at its highest. Yeah, that's now your lowest, and by 500,000.
Mm-hmm.
It's a problem. The Dixie Carter talking got to stop. They're completely Dixie Carter in this thing.
Yeah, they are.
Completely Dixie Carter. Complete blinders right now. Blinders. They don't see nothing. See no evil, hear no evil. Oh, we got these other numbers to back us up. That's what we're using. Okay, fair enough. But explain to people that you're losing, though. Explain that part.
Yeah.
Might have been Road Dogg. I don't think it was Taz.
Well, Road Dogg, and we'll get to him. It's actually funny because Big E tweeted some time ago, I think it was like on that Raw. He said, I thought about adding the title Best Spear in the Company to my resume, but I'm not sure that's anything to brag about. You know who that's a shot at, right?
You have to tell me that one.
Oh, come on. There's only 2 people who do one.
Well, there's Charlotte?
Yes.
So why do you think that that's directed to Charlotte?
Because her spear is shit.
It is.
No, because that's right. You didn't watch Raw. It didn't happen.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, there's that. And there's also, I don't think Roman Reigns throws that great of a spear either. Like, if you look at Goldberg's spear, like, yeah, Goldberg's a big guy. It's going to look clean like that. I would say Roman Reigns isn't too far off from Goldberg. And then they say, you know, like the smaller you get, you know, the less effective, the less it looks, the less effective it looks. But then you look at Edge's spear, and Edge's spear was awesome.
Yeah, until it got to his later years, but it was understood why he, you know, got
to protect himself.
Yeah, to protect himself. But Charlotte's spear has never looked good to me, honestly.
No, hers looked like I don't know what the fuck that is. Roman Reigns, I don't know. I've seen better, I should say. I don't even know why we're talking about spears right now. Why are we talking about spears?
Because Big E.
Big E's spear is a little different, though. He throws himself outside of the ring with it. So you think that was a shot at Charlotte. So apparently this has something to do with Raw. Did something happen with her spear on Raw?
Yes. She speared Paige so badly, she kind of just hugged her, and then they slowly got outside the ring.
Is it as bad as her punches?
Yeah, it might have been worse than her punches, honestly.
Oh boy. All right, so cover a little bit of wrestling news, a little bit.
So yeah, Road Dogg is all over the place, just constantly defending the product, and I can understand why, from where he's coming from, but yeah, like they were talking mainly about you know, people were tweeting at him saying, you know, Survivor Series was terrible. The choice of making
go away, you'll be back. Oh, okay.
The choice of making Sheamus champion. So, like for instance, there was one tweet that said this is the equivalent of the Berserker winning the championship.
Holy that's a bad comparison.
I know, but then Road Dogg would defend it by saying, "Hell of a worker."
Oh, see. See, that's where we separate. Come on, man. You know, like you're bullshitting right now. Like, don't do that. Mm-hmm. Don't do that unless he's just being sarcastic.
I have no idea because I can't tell because then he looks like something and he says A fan said, my opinion, WWE built up a beautiful Reigns or even Dean turn, but settled for safety. And he tweets back, you don't have to take all of this into consideration. It's just fantasy for you.
Okay, so it's real life for them, which means might want to improve so that real life thing could work out for you a little better, because the numbers are shit.
Speaking of which, somebody else said, check the ratings. Some fans aren't coming back. To which he responded, I do. The highest rated show on our network, which I imagine is how Vince sees things. That's why I made that joke in the when I was mimicking him.
See, now I'm a little, all right. Was he hinting at NXT there? Like, what was he hinting at there?
That he checks the ratings. That
he what?
He says I do the highest rated show on the network, on our network. He means the USA network.
Oh, see, oh God, that made that even worse. Holy shit.
People consume TV differently, so Nielsen is an archaic measuring device, I feel, which he's absolutely wrong about.
Oh boy. So this is completely delusional Dixie here.
Yeah, he's not making this look any better.
When he said network, I really thought WWE network. So I was like, oh, is he talking about NXT? Okay, I'll let him ride with that one. Then yeah, the heart-shattering reminder that it's the USA network, and it's like, what are you comparing it to?
So there was one where somebody tweeted, how often does Vince still want to screw Reigns until he realizes that it just does not work? It feels too forced. He didn't even tweet this at Road Dogg. Road Dogg was just, I'm just going to reply to you.
Yeah, I did notice that. I did notice that Road Dogg was just replying to random people that didn't even at him.
Yeah. And he just goes, so you want Roman to just win?
Well, I mean, when it makes sense for him to win, then yeah.
Yeah, and the guy just goes, Vince clearly wants Roman as the new top guy, but he screwed him 3 times this year, and now the belt is on Sheamus.
See, now, they could have went into a little more detail by just adding, it doesn't make sense.
Correct. But it's hard to do that in 120 characters.
That right there, yeah, it's 40 characters. That's probably my food. Give me a second. Carry it away. I was going to, give me a second. You continue with Road Dogg.
So yeah, so afterwards he says, okay, but it's not up to you. We as human beings hate when we don't get what we want. We can't please everyone at once. But my question is, who the fuck are we pleasing with Sheamus being champion? Who wins there? I don't think anybody is a winner in that situation. I mean, come on, Sheamus is champion. Who could possibly care that this man is carrying around the company's belt? I am more interested in the Intercontinental Championship right now.
Uh-oh.
And there ain't even a lot being done there.
Okay, I'm back.
You hear what I said?
Something about a championship, and that's it.
So after that reply, Vince clearly wants Roman as the top guy, but screwed him 3 times. Road Dogg says, okay, but it's not up to you. We as human beings hate when we don't get what we want. We can't please everyone at once. To which I'm just like, okay, then who is pleased by the fact that Sheamus is champion? Did anybody want that?
That much is true. I'll give you that one.
I can't think of one person who wanted this.
Maybe they're just doing that to just get it over with.
I don't
possibly. Because I mean, they know. I mean, you don't have to give the guy the belt. Are we gonna do a little fantasy booking on what they could do with Sheamus?
No, because they're not gonna do it.
Just trying to make sense of what's about to not make sense.
So Road Dogg also sent a tweet about let me see. I'm trying to pull it up now. If it'll load. Where somebody tweeted at him about, how the company's not doing well. And he said, so the one guy tweeted at him and he said, okay, come on, scroll correctly. There we go. Are you guys hiring? Actually, I feel so bad for the status of the company.
Free.
Free. And the guy said, and Road Dogg said, the company has never been more profitable. which is not true at all. 2012, the last year not affected by the WWE network or its startup costs, saw the company take in $31.4 million in profits. The company record is $68.9 million for fiscal year 99 through 2000, which of course is the Austin era. They switched to the calendar year in 2006. As wrestling profits go, the record is just under $85 million in fiscal year, which was 2000 and 2001. However, the company as a whole just lost just under $70 million on the XFL, and the official company profit that year was a little under $16 million. So just think about that.
That's with an investment.
Yeah, they lost with an investment and still managed to post $16 million. According to Dave Meltzer in the Observer, WWE needs to average at least
Okay, but I lost.
WWE needs to average at least 1.35 million network subscribers over the course of the year to reach pre-network levels of profitability, and they probably won't even reach the 1.15 million average.
And it's been at this number all year.
Mm-hmm.
God bless America. God bless Road Dogg. Maybe he's more profitable than he's been ever. Maybe that. But the company, I'm not seeing it.
Yeah, they're in trouble.
Because a lot of it has to do with the sponsors. And if your sponsors see falling numbers, you're not like, all right. If you take the late 90s, early 2000s into consideration, companies were knocking down WWE's doors. Like, they would have to come to them to try to get some promotion going. Now it's more so WWE going to them.
Yeah.
On top of that, they're not getting the big name sponsors that they were getting before. What is this Tex America or Mex America? What's the commercial I'm hearing about? No, commercial.
So,
they had El Torito and shit.
This was around the time I fell asleep. So there was a commercial. It had JBL and Mark Henry. And so they're doing a Tex-Mex burger. And it was like a dream or something. And that's it.
So now, were people saying that this was a racist thing? That they felt racist about this?
No, I just think people overall were like, this is really fucking stupid.
It's WWE. It's WWE. I mean, they're just not getting those big sponsorship names that they used to get. Like, I'm trying to think of some, but I'm not really getting any. Like, we get Sonic.
I mean, they did have a replay sponsored by K Jewelers.
That's good, I think.
Replay, I don't know. It's just I don't get what they're doing.
But they usually got burger joints and Mountain Dew.
Sponsored by Kickstart.
Kickstart. All right, so what do we have next?
So I guess we do have to talk about Brad Maddox being released.
Do we really?
Yeah, we do. Because the reason why he was fired is actually pretty stupid.
Let's hear it.
So Brad Maddox was on SmackDown.
Brad Maddox, Brad. Gotcha.
Yes, I think they were trying to do a new thing with Maddox with Adam Rose. And so they had him come out for a dark match against R-Truth on SmackDown. So they had him come out and cut a promo before the match. And the promo, I think he called the Indianapolis crowd cocky pricks. And that's why he was fired.
Wait, that's it?
Yep. He said something along those lines, and WWE was like, all right, we're done.
That's all he said?
Yes. He called them cocky pricks, and apparently that was enough to get him fired.
But we have Kofi say, I hate country music. It's not my character talking. I really do hate country music.
Yes. Kofi Kingston breaks kayfabe to shoot on how much he hates country music.
But this guy essentially does the same in character. Gets fired.
Yep. Just remember, This is the same company that was okay with using a character's actual dead brother in a storyline. But this was not okay.
They were looking for a reason to fire him.
I know. They were absolutely looking for a reason. And like I said, it's not like they're gonna do anything with him anyway. So at the end of the day, hey, they finally got their reason. I'm trying to think. Like we had I Wish You Died in the Womb. We had that one time that Lana used the people who died in the Ukraine to get heat. We had any time that the Bellas or Stephanie McMahon talked about making someone their bitch.
Oh boy. Calling
Kevin Owens fat.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't call someone a cocky prick, though. Don't do that.
That's too much.
That's way too much.
You're clearly going too far at that point.
Oh, yeah. Just, I mean, think of all the, yeah. I don't know.
I mean, WWE is hypocritical. We know this.
Yes.
We know this to be true. Let's keep it going.
Let's very, very quickly just go over the important stuff, if even that I can call it, of Raw. So there's a new faction. So Sheamus is with the Authority. They brought in Rusev, and they brought in Wade Barrett to be with them. So there's a new Euro group on Raw. I'm working on an article right now that's titled why heels get cheered and the baby faces suck.
I mean, it's pretty simple.
The formula is backwards.
Let's hear what you got.
The formula is absolutely backwards. I go back and I look at Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins in 2014.
Okay.
You want to know why this worked? It's very simple. Dean Ambrose didn't get a chance to really get over on Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins was the wall. Seth Rollins would go and, he would, the Money in the Bank match, Dean Ambrose got close. Kane took that opportunity away from him, and Seth Rollins got the briefcase. So we go into SummerSlam. Dean Ambrose gets so close to exacting his revenge and even uses the curb stomp on Seth Rollins. And it seems like finally he put him away, goes for the pin. Kane breaks that up too and gives Seth Rollins a victory after he hits him with a briefcase. The next night on Raw, Seth Rollins gets to keep his heat once again, even though Dean Ambrose gets close again after hitting Dirty Deeds and was about to finally beat him in a street fight match. And then sure enough, they have to resort to Kane and they put him through cinder blocks. At this point, you just feel bad for the guy. Cinder blocks are there, and and he pretty much had to attempt murder to stop Ambrose. He had to go over the line.
Right.
So Ambrose comes back, and he's ready to kick this dude's ass and stays relentless on him the whole time. He was mega over. Everybody was cheering for him. Everybody was booing Seth like crazy and talking about how he was the top heel of the company at this time. And that Ambrose was arguably the best.
Seth was believable. Seth was believable.
Seth was totally believable.
And he had J&J security.
Yes. And then he added J&J security. And Ambrose became the top babyface to a lot of people. So we get to Hell in a Cell, and granted, even though Ambrose doesn't go over, the whole fight, Ambrose wasn't looking to pin the guy really. He was looking to exact his revenge, and then once it was gonna end it with the curb stomping him through the center blocks to pay him back.
Names don't exist. Don't do that.
And then something you didn't let me get there. And then something unfortunate happened where Dean Ambrose ended up losing due to interference.
Yeah.
But at least there, the babyface didn't really overcome the heel. Sure, there were moments where, Ambrose would terrorize or torture Rollins, doing the ice bucket challenge on him, or sliming him by hiding slime in a briefcase when he stole it from him. He would do things to annoy the heel, but he never really went over him, which I liked. It was a nice way of giving Ambrose something to achieve towards, and I think he should have gotten the win at Hell in a Cell, even though he didn't. But the whole way through, Seth kept his heat.
And he had to look. Yeah, it was building him up for that title.
Right. Nowadays, that does not happen. After Seth won that title, he was pretty much losing a lot of his feuds, but would only win the pay-per-view match. They built the heel backwards, where you have Kane would kick his ass and magically regenerate for a week and absolutely just beat the guy into oblivion, but then he beat him at the pay-per-view in a basic-ass wrestling match. John Cena makes him tap out clean in the middle of the ring. And sure, he'd go and beat him at SummerSlam, but then he'd go and beat him at Night of Champions. They don't let the heels get any heat. So you have the same thing here with Sheamus. Sheamus just cashed in the briefcase and beat Roman Reigns. He then employs the help of two others with Rusev and Barrett. The main event was Rusev and Roman Reigns, which ended in DQ when Barrett was revealed as the third guy and went and hit a bolt hammer on Reigns and rolled him into the ring. He went to go get a chair and slid it into the ring. And apparently Roman Reigns realized that chair was slid right next to him. He woke up and then beat Barrett with the chair.
So he was dead, is what you're saying. He was asleep.
Yes.
He was 99. He was Teddy Bridgewater.
Yes. He fell asleep, found the chair, and then was like, oh, let me beat Wade Barrett with this. So he beats Barrett with the chair. And then after he beats Barrett with the chair, Rusev comes in, stops Roman Reigns for a second and grabs the chair. But then Roman Reigns just punches him. He takes the chair and then beats Rusev with the chair. And then Sheamus comes in and then he gets beat with the chair. Roman Reigns beat all three guys.
Did he say?
Why do I want to see a match? Why is Sheamus champion? Why?
Did he say GG at least?
No, he didn't.
Such an asshole.
Why is Sheamus champion? Why should I care now? Why should I care about this new faction when he beat them literally the night that they were assembled? The night that they assembled this brand new faction, they beat them.
Were they really considered a faction?
Well, if the idea is that you're putting them together by the authority and making them all authority members, that's a faction.
I just figured that they were just out to help one another or just put an angle. I don't know. I didn't watch the shit.
I just don't understand. It literally, you just made them this night, and you gave them nothing to work with.
Maybe they're not putting them together as a faction. Maybe they are the jabroni jobbers. Now,
if this were J&J Security, I could understand.
I'm just trying to understand, because they need to build up these heels, right? And
yeah, but they don't give them anything.
So far, they failed already. So, what do they have to work with? They can't do Kevin Owens because he's already busy.
He's in a program with Ambrose right now.
What can they possibly do?
They can't do anything. You just beat the guy who's supposed to be the top heel right now. You just killed him with a chair, and then you killed who could possibly be number 2 in Rusev, who just returned. And then you just beat him, and Barrett, and then you just beat him. There are no other heels. What are you gonna do? Bring out Stardust next in the Ascension? This is why this whole Daniel Bryan angle that they're trying to do does not work. Because if that were Daniel Bryan would have laid out dead. He would have been in that ring and he would have been killed. And the crowd would have gotten behind it and given the heat to the heels. And it would have made Daniel Bryan work for it. That's why this doesn't work with Roman Reigns. I know they did the whole confetti and everything to make it sound like it's a Daniel Bryan story, but here's why it doesn't work. Because he already beat the challenge. The challenge sucks. So now who are you going to bring in to stop Roman Reigns? Triple H? I don't get it.
I'm terrible right now. I got both of the kids with me, and it's just me here, and they're just running amok. Right. So I'm in and out, but I'm here, kinda. I hear you though.
I don't get it. I don't get what they're trying to do. Like this is why this is why the baby faces suck. You wonder why the baby faces get booed? This is why. They are always the challenge. Go back to Survivor Series. Both Survivor Series matches. What happened? The baby faces got the advantage. 4-1 in the first match, 3-1 in the next match. And in the 4-1 match, at least the 4-1 one, they killed the heel immediately. In the 3-1 match, the heel actually started valiantly fighting back. They booked Sheamus like a babyface. So, of course, after the match was over, when the babyfaces finally figured, oh shit, we can just triple team him and beat Sheamus, they got booed. It's simple as hell. I'm not saying that the faces can't ever go over and beat someone, but you gotta give it time. Or if in that situation where it's 3-on-1, just have the baby faces, like when the match is hot, just have the baby faces go beat them. You don't have your heel fight like a baby face. It's just absolutely stupid. I'm gonna get mad if I talk any more about this. The only thing that matters on Raw is that Paige apparently still thinks a PTO on a table is still effective, and they wasted time with the New Day. That's about it. Let me quickly look at some rumors here. So Lesnar is actually rumored to return, I believe, in time for the Slammies, and he may actually be there for that show for the Slammies. That's when he's expected back. Stephanie McMahon has been missing television because of the Eisenhower Fellowship, but she should be back on Raw on a regular basis from now on. The Money in the Bank event for next year might actually take place in Las Vegas at the new MGM Arena.
That means that Ryback's going to win.
No. Ryback's not even going to be in that match. In the latest Wrestling Observer newsletter, Dave Meltzer notes that there are many who claim Alberto Del Rio is making a lot more than WWE what people think, which is closer to the originally reported $1.45 million downside guarantee. And look at what they're doing with him.
Do you think that how much longer do you got Del Rio in WWE?
As long as he's making this money, he'll stay there as long as the contract is there.
Did they even report on how long his contract is?
Nope. I have no idea.
This just doesn't seem to be a good fit.
They're just stupid.
He doesn't look the least bit interested. Nothing is working right now with me and Albert the River. I'm not seeing it.
No. And according to the Observer, Pop TV is not paying to air TNA on its station. That said, Pro Wrestling Sheet has reported TNA is not paying to be on the channel.
So, what the fuck?
So, I guess they're just there because they want to be on TV.
So, they're filling the spot on the channel, and they're not getting paid to fill that spot?
Nope.
And they're getting ads run on their show for free?
Yep.
So, how to...
I don't know, man. Ask Dixie. Hashtag ask Dixie.
Amazing. How do you sign that deal? How do you sign that deal? I'm guessing that maybe they're doing like a trial run or something.
I'd hope so. If I'm TNA, I'd hope so.
Maybe TNA should just like not be on TV.
Maybe TNA should just not exist.
Or they should be what they've been for years. They've just been a glorified indies program.
Yeah, I don't even know if I can call them that, but sure, yeah.
They're below that now. They're below that now. They're not even glorified.
Now they're just a hilarious indie program.
They don't draw what indies draw. And it's crazy to say that when you have guys on your roster such as Jeff Hardy and Kurt Angle.
Yeah. Well, Kurt Angle, I think, isn't there anymore.
No, he's going to be retiring on the next tour, I believe.
Yeah.
But he's still there.
Oh, okay. That's
he's still there
unfortunate.
right now. But yeah, like, weren't there sometimes where they drew crowds under 100 people?
Yeah.
Like under 100 buyers, and then they'll just give away comp tickets.
Yeah. I mean, PWG shows sell out way better.
There was a time where me and Smalls tried to get tickets to a TNA show. And by try to get tickets, I mean try to get it from them. Like, we're going to need them tickets from off of you. And they told us we had to pay. I wonder if I asked them now, would they give me tickets for free?
No, they wouldn't, because they're like, nah, we need money.
Since they're pretty much just giving out tickets anyway, I mean, what the fuck does it hurt? Let me get one.
According to PW Insider, there aren't any plans at this time for Sting to wrestle at WrestleMania 32 next year, though that doesn't mean he won't be there. On that note, get ready for this one. This is the rumor.
Uh-oh.
Undertaker versus John Cena appears to be one of the top matches for WrestleMania 32.
Should have happened years ago, but all right.
Yep. While Roman Reigns turning heel was always a possibility, and by always a possibility, I'm going to assume never. The Observer notes it was never seriously considered at Survivor Series.
I mean, John Cena was probably always considered for a heel turn, too.
Yes.
Just no.
Which, by the way, he report that that was actually a thing that they were going to do, and then they just decided not to do it.
Yeah, with Rock.
Yeah, because they were actually going to give him tights and stuff. And
oh no, he had it all made.
Yeah,
he had it made. He had his new music and everything.
And they just said nope.
Didn't pull the trigger.
Just think of how much more fun John Cena would be right now if he were a heel.
He probably would have been face about a week or two later.
Well, I mean, think about it. If he turned heel, and he were still heel now, you would at least have. Well, actually, no, because Seth Rollins. Sorry, he's out right now anyway. But I mean, if he were at least heel now, at least you'd be like, all right, well, when he comes back, we'll have our heel again. Right now, if he comes back, you have too many faces.
So would Cena have been overcoming the odds as a heel?
You know what? I would think he would. And that's actually how you want to book your heel anyway.
The next question is,
I guess you would just make him cheat a little bit more is the only difference.
Does he change his moveset? Does he change his ring attire? Is he still wearing shorts?
Well, didn't he say he was going to wear tights? I don't know.
Is he saying word life again?
I don't know if he goes back to the Thugonomics deal.
Does he come out with merch, or does he come out wearing just like...
Nah, if I was John Cena, I would just wear a black shirt. I wear a plain-ass black shirt, or plain-ass white shirt, like it's 2003, and you live in Patterson.
See, here we go. Disrespecting the hood.
Hey, I'm from fucking Newark.
The hood didn't do anything to you.
It didn't, no.
And you taking shots at the hood.
Hey, I'm just saying.
What are you saying?
I'm just saying John Cena gonna be wearing hood gear.
We're not gonna repackage John Cena as a guy from Patterson.
No, we can't do that. we actually no, we cannot do that.
We're not. That's not a thing. Okay, all right. It's gonna be John Cena from Camden.
Camden. I thought we weren't gonna make him from the hood. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Oh boy, make him the Camden councilman or some shit.
The Camden, go away. It's still planned to have Reigns get a big WWE World Title win as his coronation. The idea with Survivor Series, according to the latest Wrestling Observer newsletter, was to book a cash-in like Daniel Bryan's at TLC in 2011.
Oh, this was who? For Sheamus?
Yes. And telling the story of Bryan versus the Authority leading to WrestleMania 30.
All right, draw that out for me because that don't make sense.
It just no, you heard it right. And it doesn't make sense.
Like, okay. They were going to book Sheamus's cash in like Daniel Bryan's cash
in 2011.
So they were going to bring back Mark Henry and Big Show, or like what? Like who were going to be the giants that he had to beat?
I guess Dean Ambrose was his giant.
And bear in mind, Bryan. Two situations. Bryan wasn't supposed to win the title. That's number one. And number two, Bryan actually wasn't supposed to win it at the time that he won it. I think somebody, Mark Henry, was going down with an injury. I believe it was Mark Henry. One of them, two, Big Show or Mark Henry, was going down with an injury. So they just decided, like, all right, yeah, it was Mark Henry because he was just getting his Hall of Pain going. So Daniel Bryan actually wasn't even supposed to win it then. So how are they planning on booking this for Sheamus? I'm lost. And was Roman Reigns supposed to squash him in 8 seconds?
It's WWE, bro.
I'm lost. Okay.
It's WWE, bro. That's all I gotta say.
Just GG. Okay.
It is expected that the New Days versus the Uso versus Lucha Dragons for the tag team titles are going to happen at TLC. Some weird family versus the Dudley Boys, and then Charlotte versus
the Partridge Family.
I guess. I mean, they just, it's just a blank something. It's just a blank. It's like there's like a underscore and it just says family. So I don't know who that is.
New
versus Dudley Boys, and Charlotte versus Paige will be added to TLC in the coming weeks.
Again, we just had that, but we just had it twice.
Well, the Raw match was actually better than the pay-per-view match until it went to a double count out.
Well, that was her chance. She don't get another chance.
Well, then she hit the devastating PTO on the table. But then she hit the devastating PTO on the table, Wiza.
But do we see Apollo Crews getting a second chance?
No.
So fuck that. She doesn't get another chance. She doesn't get a third chance.
Well, she said she deserved her rematch because and she got it, but she was like, no, it's not a clean finish. So now she gets her at the pay-per-view, I guess. I don't fucking know. It's WWE, Wiza. The only way WWE is ever going to get better is if they get rid of Kevin Dunn.
I mean, Vince oversees it though.
Yeah, that's why Kevin Dunn is never going to be getting Kevin. They're never going to get rid of Kevin Dunn because Vince is going to keep him there.
Well, not only that, but Vince. God damn it, Vince. Give me a second.
Okay. Yeah, so I mean, we can all just enjoy shitty Raws forever because Kevin Dunn is always going to be a thing. The production's always going to be the same. The ideas are going to be the same. Nothing will ever really change, and it really does suck. It does. Also, TNA has apparently a bracket. So they're doing a 16-person bracket to crown a new TNA champ. So apparently they watch Raw. I don't know.
So did they scrap the whole idea of the gimmick that he had going?
Oh, you mean like the World Series or whatever thing they were doing?
Yeah, or did it get finalized?
I don't know. It's TNA. I just read things that happen to them.
Is James Storm in it?
I doubt it, considering he's not there. Did you die? Oh no, he probably just muted himself. By the way, did you know that Orton actually Orton's going to need neck surgery on top of the shoulder surgery? So that's a big one. So he's actually going to be out a little bit longer than thought.
Orton, it's not necessary for the guy to be back anyway. Like, what do they do with him?
Anything. Hey, remember when Chris Jericho turned on Dean at that pay-per-view? Yeah.
Oh, and he was saying, wait for the story or build, Jericho.
Yeah, just wait for it. I'm like, wait for what now?
We're planting. His thing was planting seeds. Oh, okay.
Planting seeds of what? You showed up and then you left.
Like,
and then we had no follow-up to it.
And he's been back since, right?
He was at the house show, yes.
Did he do something else? Or was it just the house show?
I think it was just the house show.
Huh. Nonetheless. So are we still supposed to be waiting for that story to build?
I guess. I don't know.
Wait,
by the way, did you know that Wesley Blake, the Blake and Murphy guy? DUI in July. I wonder if that's why they took the tag team titles off of him.
No. Those two.
I doubt it too, but just interesting. Because when it happened, it was around the time that they were champions.
Summertime. July, is that? June?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Frivolous information there. What else do we have? Anything juicy?
Have you seen by the way, I think Sheamus is actually pretty good in this role, by the way.
What role?
As the top heel.
See, again, I don't know what you saw because I don't know what happened on Raw.
I just like that he's turning it all against everybody now. Where we're like, I look stupid. Well, who's stupid now? Who looks stupid now?
Okay, you're talking about in the beginning.
Yeah, I
did like that promo in the beginning by him.
I actually thought he was the best part of that 20-minute boring promo.
I did like that, but what should have happened, and it should have been plain as day, plain and simple. When Roman Reigns came down, someone should have been punched in the face.
Yes. And they let him talk.
And that's it. Punch in the face and leave. But no, they had to fill 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Wait till we get to NXT. We'll tell you what happened in 20 minutes.
Yeah. Have you seen Rollins doing therapy and whatnot in his knee?
Babyface.
Yeah, he's coming back babyface. So hard. And then, of course, we saw the article about Rob Naylor, who used to be a part of NXT Creative.
That's what I want to talk about.
All right, go ahead.
A little bit. I don't have the article in front of me, so you could read off these tweets. You can read off his whole streamline. Read off the whole thing.
The whole thing. Okay, here we go. You ready?
140 characters per. I think you can handle this.
With the record low Raw rating.
Wait, time out. There's credentials that are missing here, and you have to name them.
Okay. Naylor is a wrestling fan. He worked for Dragon Gate USA as an announcer. He was hired into WWE's Florida-based feeder system back in 2011. Why didn't they just say FCW? And worked there for 2 years before a restructuring for the move to the Performance Center saw him leave, reportedly on good terms. He was well thought of because he was actually when he left. This is why I was like, I know who this Rob Naylor guy is, but I don't know why I know him. Like Summer Rae, Sasha Banks, and people like that would go and actually said farewell to him and tried to get it trending once he left. But then he sent a whole bunch of tweets afterwards.
Okay.
With the record low Raw rating, made me think of that terrible overseas Raw in '97 that changed things and had Russo, I know, talk to Vince. It's going to take a highly influential writer, I know two, or someone to put it all on the line and talk to Vince about how bad things are. It's not a Triple H will save the day either, because the writers still seem to write for him and Steph too. The whole audience of three deal. There needs to be a complete overall haul from done and how the show is shot and produced. It's just so samey. Every week, same template. It's all got to change. Presentation, look at the show. All the tropes need to be phased out. New blood needs to be pushed differently. It's funny. There's nothing I love seeing more of in Triple H as a character on NXT because it's fresh, and nothing less I want to see than Triple H on Raw. I just can't fathom watching Raw anymore. I saw the opening segment last night, and I and the person I watched it with just turned it off. Even when I worked there, I rarely watched it. Would come in on Tuesdays complaining to DeMott, was later told I wasn't a quote-unquote good soldier. That's a telling line. Needing to quote-unquote pick my battles. Well, that is all of the problem. Seems like nobody ever wants to speak up. And when they do, punished. As someone that loves wrestling, just sucks to see the pool pissed in quite often. Road Dogg said it best. If you don't like it, don't watch. I saw so many great talented people come through developmental and spent painstaking amounts of time working with them. Sucks seeing them languish. Again, not to pile on, but there is so much great talent employed and the world's best production team behind the scenes employees. They just need a new and fresh approach. I have no doubt it'll get better as NXT show in Brooklyn was so refreshing. It's interesting to note that Dusty would tell him, Nayla, if someone didn't do what I told them, F them, they fired. Thus, when one booker, Thus, when one booker, Dusty needed a star made, you book someone to make a star. If they didn't, they were gone. Now with an entire team of chefs, nobody has autonomy, well, except Vince. And there's 50-50 everything, and nobody stands out. It's actually funny that he says the 50-50 thing because from the Observer, what Meltzer said is that the creative or the production team back there actually have a joke where he says, when there's somebody in the mid card, they say, "Well, welcome to the 500 Club."
I mean, the whole entire company is a 500 Club, isn't it?
Yes.
Unless you're one of those 1%ers like Brock, Cena, or Roman Reigns, then you're not 50-50.
Yeah, but everybody else is 50-50. Tyler Breeze literally came up to be a 50-50 guy. They couldn't even start him off hot.
He started that motherfucker off with an L.
Yeah, yes. Lose to Dean Ambrose real quick, but we'll make you look credible by beating R-Truth. And then go beat Ziggler. Now lose to Ambrose again. And then lose to Ambrose again.
So he's batting below 500.
He's batting a 400 right now, yes.
There's so much that was said in that we've been saying since forever.
We've been saying this shit forever. And that's the thing. But the telling thing there was the line where he said the good soldier line. That is a bad mentality to have. I've always hated that mentality of good soldier because
also the part where remember when I started going off about Naomi when she was supposed to be getting that push, and then I was like, I just think that people just flat out don't speak up for themselves backstage.
Yeah.
And he goes and says it. It's like everything that he said there, we have already said. I could bring up so many instances where we have said everything he said here.
Yeah, even me too, where I've said, like, the only thing I can think of is that they don't want to lose their job. That's it. And that's why you have such a terrible product right now.
My question is, with all of these people saying, all of these people
that are treated in high regard or that have such a big following, when all of these people say things like this against WWE, why don't they do something to fix it?
Because they're not a part of the company.
It's not as if people aren't providing facts and proof. The numbers show it. And everybody is telling them why, and they're telling them why in unison. And it just completely, no.
Because even Foley said he's going to be turning off Raw, like he's not going to be watching anymore.
Same formula next week, same formula the week after that, same formula. It never changes.
No.
That's crazy. And then usually, you come off a pay-per-view. Oh, I remember I said it's a 3-month everybody gets locked into a 3-month story. But like even coming off of this pay-per-view here, you got matches that you've already seen. What the fuck? Can we stop talking about this? Maybe NXT or something. Let's get to NXT.
You ready to just go to NXT?
I don't know why we talking about the main. We need to stop talking about the main roster so much.
It does not exist, really.
It doesn't, and yeah, we gotta get some power positivity going. So,
oh, by the way, that commercial, it was a Hardy's Carl Jr. Commercial with Mark Henry helping JBL and El Torito settle a bet about something. So that's what.
Real quick, you were saying how the issue with the Divas match and gimmick is with Charlotte and Paige. You said it's not Paige, it's Charlotte. So walk me through this one.
Charlotte just sucks. It's Paige cut a pretty good promo backstage. I'm gonna be honest. It was pretty good.
When she
about talking her way into getting a rematch and getting her heat. Paige is doing everything that she possibly can to make herself unlikable. And because of the fact that Charlotte is such a terrible babyface, is so generic and just,
But that's like WWE's babyfaces.
I know, but the problem is that remember when she came down to the ring for that Survivor Series match, it's just like the whole storyline is that it got personal. It's a blood feud. And Charlotte came down to the ring smiling, doing her whole entrance. She just smiles all the time. And I'm like, motherfucker, you're supposed to hate this person.
I mean, she did win.
Who cares?
Exactly. She don't care. She won already.
But she didn't win the match against Paige until Survivor Series.
Well, if you're talking about Survivor Series, that's a different story.
Yeah, she was smiling then. Why the fuck are you smiling? You should be running down to the ring and beating this person into a pulp.
So here on Raw, what was Paige's entrance like? Like, was it the same normal routine gimmick, or like did she have a little demeanor toward? Like, what was her thing?
I think it was mainly the same thing, but just a little bit more aggressive than normal. It wasn't anything standoutish, no. But Charlotte, just the smiling thing and just coming down to the ring and I'm just Charlotte. That's all she is. It's just I'm just Charlotte. That's
My issue with Paige is her ring work.
Her ring work was actually fine in this match. She was okay here.
Yeah, I don't really give two shits about her character.
Charlotte was sloppy as fuck in this. Well, sloppy as fuck towards the end of this match. Because that Spirit of the Outside was horrible.
So was Paige actually selling?
Paige was selling, but how do you sell a bad spear?
No, I'm talking about throughout the match. Did she sell things?
For Charlotte, I have to go back and watch it. I didn't pay that much attention to it. Where I was focusing on selling, was focused more on was they actually got a little bit more physical in this match. Like they did a figure four spot where they were like slapping each other back and forth. It just I don't buy Charlotte. I can't. She's just a terrible baby face. That's what it is. She is a horrible baby face. And nobody is like it doesn't matter who it is. I feel like anybody going up against Charlotte is going to get cheered. You can make it Sasha Banks, you can make it Nikki Bella, you can make it Paige, you can make it anyone. Natalia. They're going to get cheered because Charlotte's a terrible baby face. I guarantee you do Paige and Sasha Banks right now, Paige will get booed.
The problem with this is no one, and I'm talking about the Meltzers and everybody, no one is shitting on Charlotte right now. No one. It's like they don't see it. They all just say, well, they don't let them perform as though they did in NXT. Well, no. Fuck that, because y'all not talking about how sloppy Charlotte's looking.
Well, they're starting to. Because they actually think, and I do disagree with this point. They think Paige is the best woman that they have up there.
What? What?
Well, in terms of what they're working with right now, like the character and everything that's settled right now, they think Paige is the best thing that they have going for them. I can understand that from the standpoint that they're not doing anything with Sasha. They ain't doing shit with Sasha. If you look at the whole roster,
in that sense, you could say that Nikki Bella's the best.
Correct. Yes. So I understand it from that standpoint, but no, they are not the best. She's not the best. No.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just that whole division's a mess. Shall we talk about NXT?
Yes, we need some power positivity in our lives.
NXT started off with Michael Cole of all
people. Loved it. Absolutely loved it.
Michael Cole started out because William Regal was still healing up from neck surgery. I don't know when he's going to be back. I hope he'll be back in time for London. He'll get a major pop over there. He informs everybody that he is now the guest general manager. I laughed. And he booked Eva Marie into the title with Bayley because corporate told him to do so. He said Regal would not have made the match, but corporate told him that he had to.
So before
this was a great heel move because everybody hates
signing even happened between somebody else.
Yes.
Just this in the first 2 minutes. Look what they've established.
They've killed two birds with one stone.
They've established with Eva, what's her name? Eva Marie? Eva Marie.
Yeah.
They let you know just what type of storyline they're following with her and just how they are going to execute it. They are now directing how you should feel about her rather than you just not liking her. Now we're going to give you a reason to not like her. They did all of that just with Michael Cole's appearance.
Yes.
Oh, Regal's down? Regal's down. He wasn't going to give you this match, but I am. All right. I'm sold. You got it. You got it. That's the heat. All right. There's your heater right there.
Mm-hmm. Because
start with a better heater than Cole.
Yeah, they get it. Because, yes, Michael Cole is a face. But nobody likes Michael Cole. Everybody hates him. So, yes, you have him make that announcement. And then you say that he was sent down by corporate because there is nobody more corporate sounding than Michael Cole.
And then when you later on with the all right, so let's continue on.
I mean, if you do a side-by-side with Michael Cole and Vince McMahon outside of like the weight, or sorry, not the weight, the muscles or whatnot. Well, no, because even now he's shredded. Cole is kind of almost like
not Vince though.
No, he's not. But Cole in a lot of ways is almost like he's like a young like Vince McMahon kind of. Younger, not young.
No, I'm thinking back to the days where Vince used to do commentary and trying to put this comparison together in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's the days you're talking about, right?
Yes.
I don't know. Like when Vince first started getting involved.
Yeah.
He was kind of weaselly. I don't know. I'll have to think about that one a little bit.
All right.
Probably come up with a fair comparison or something on that one.
Mm-hmm. Still crazy. That dude, like, well, how old is Michael Cole? Like in his 50s, and he's that shredded.
That's some damn good weight loss, man.
We got to work on that. By the way, when is Thursday for in December?
What about Thursday in December?
Oh shit, that's Christmas Eve. The 24th.
That's Aiden's birthday. Oh boy.
You want to move that to the 23rd?
We can move it to Wednesday. What, after NXT?
Okay. Because the Wednesday after that, I'm actually going to be in New Jersey. If you want to do, we could actually do like a special show then.
All right, that means I would have to clean up. Okay.
What the fuck ever? Who cares? I don't give a shit. Anyway. Maybe you care about that thing. Anyway. So after Michael Cole makes that announcement, he then starts to make the introductions for Finn Balor, and before he can even say Finn Balor's name, his music hits, and he just shuts up.
This, when I first heard it, I said, "What the? All right, let's."
All right, so Finn, when I
being awkward, but it made sense later. It made just him, his music hitting before Michael Cole got the chance to introduce him actually made sense. But keep going. I don't know if you caught on to why they did it, but if you did, I'm just gonna say it anyway later on. But go ahead.
All right, well, I'll see where you're going with it because I didn't see it.
Okay.
What I saw here was that after Finn Balor's music hit, I thought, okay, this man is coming straight down to the ring. Mm-hmm. No. Finn Balor does his entire entrance, jacket flaring with his Balor Club t-shirt and all.
Yo, what is it?
Wiza, I looked at this whole thing as it was happening. I'm like, why is this guy not the heel?
Dude, why
that was a total heel thing. He cut off
flexing.
He cut off Michael Cole and pretty much flexed his entrance for 2 minutes. 3 minutes, maybe. The whole entrance. He got to the ring. He got to the ring. He didn't even come straight in. He had to do his whole little, I'm gonna bow down at the turnbuckle, raise my hands up. The whole Wiza, he did the whole damn thing.
He milked that shit so hard.
It was for a fucking contract signing. I'm like, dude.
Yo, on the last time when he popped his arms up on a turnbuckle, why did he hold it so long?
I don't know. I don't know.
You would think that he just won the title.
Wiza, why
shit all in?
Wiza, when you saw that, come on. The thought of this guy should be heel had to have at least crossed your mind at least once.
Oh my goodness.
Wiza, wasn't that the most ridiculously heelish thing?
Oh boy.
That whole thing, Wiza.
I was just looking at it like I just had the bruh face on the whole time.
Yes.
Like for real, man.
What are you doing?
Like, is any of this necessary? You just coming down to sign a piece of paper, dog. Like, why? Why you out? I can understand like 1 or 2 quick flexes with the jacket. I get you. All right, cool. You flexed all the way down to the ring, and then you did the turnbuckle gimmick and held it there and milked the crowd.
Yes.
Really? This guy, man.
I'm sorry. That was so heel. So heel.
Who told him to start doing this shit?
I don't know.
Oh my God. I remember when I first noticed it. Oh my God. Oh, it's a fucking riot. Okay. So he comes out and, well, you continue. Because now you get to the part where he actually talked.
Yeah, and this is where whatever.
I was okay with his promo a little bit. I was okay with his fire.
It was okay. So he talks about how, him and Joe were tag team partners, and he didn't like the way that he went about getting his getting his title shot against him. And he promised to kick Samoa Joe's teeth down his throat.
Okay.
And I'm like, did you have something else you want to say there?
Yeah, he did kind of.
I'm gonna kick his teeth down his throat.
He did really.
And I can understand if you just said, "I'm gonna kick my teeth," and I'm gonna kick your teeth down your throat.
Like there was a comma. There was a comma there. That wasn't. There was a comma.
There was a comma. There was an ellipsis.
Did you forget his last line, or you know what? Forget it. We're just gonna know something.
There was a question mark there down his throat.
So, and he tells Joe to bring his ass out there, sign the contract, and let's do this. And Michael Cole's like, well, before I was so rudely interrupted, I was about to do that. And he welcomes Samoa Joe down to the ring.
Music hits. Joe walks, goes up, signs the contract. Balor says, look me in the eyes.
Never looked at him.
Nope, never looked at him. He looked straight at the ground the whole way. Made a beeline there, signed the paper. I was like, I'm out. Bye.
I'm pretty sure when everyone saw this, everyone said that's the best contract signing ever.
Yes.
Easily. We ain't got to talk. All I need to do is sign my name and we got a match. All right, I'm out.
Excellent. Yes. Oh, I got what I wanted. Nice. I'll see you later.
As soon as he came down to the ring, while he was coming down, I said, he's just going to sign this thing and leave. Something just
That's what I thought too.
Jumped in my mind. It just jumped in my mind. I said, I think he's just going to leave. Because just the way he was walking. I mean, he had the Fat Man music playing in the background, but just the way he was walking.
But he was making a beeline to that ring.
Yeah, you can't tell me his music doesn't sound like somebody has to take a shit.
Wow.
You can't tell me that.
I wouldn't go. I wouldn't go that far.
Brown. Like, come on. Like,
Are you
all
saying that's the brown note?
I don't know what that is. So let's go back. Let's rewind a little bit before we finish this whole segment and what happened after. I want to rewind a little bit back to Finn and the whole entrance and them cutting.
Oh yeah. Explain yourself.
The entire thing, I feel, it's just what I got from it. Okay. I felt as though this entire thing was to make Finn feel frantic. Because think about his whole demeanor when he came. Well, not when he came out because he was flexing, but once he finally got in the ring, the way he was talking, the way he was acting. Then when Joe, like him calling out Joe, not waiting for the cue from Michael Cole, not waiting on the cue from Michael Cole to actually introduce him as well. And then Joe comes out, he's still just all over the place. He wasn't in control. Through this entire thing, there was no control, with the exception of him flexing. There was no control from him.
He was all in control of that.
He was completely in control of the flex. Oh no, we're gonna get this flexing right quick. We're gonna flex. But besides that, besides the flexing, he wasn't in control at all. And Samoa Joe played into that when he just came down to the ring, and Finn Balor still trying to get control. Look me in my eyes. You're a coward. You're a coward. Look me in my eyes. He's demanding him. And Samoa Joe's just not feeding into him. I'm just gonna sign this contract and I'm gonna whoop your ass. I'm out. Throws the pin down and leaves. And once again, Finn Balor is still losing his mind. He's still frantic. He can't handle what's going on. He's just all
This is how the heel should get over.
And that was why, just the way that they cut off Michael Cole to bring out Finn Balor, that's why that made sense to me. Because I believe that was done on purpose. I don't think it was an accident. I don't think they just said, hit my music early. No, I think that they just planned it, the whole thing that way. Because just the way that Finn was acting, he was just all over the place.
Okay. I didn't see it that way. But I can see that interpretation.
All right. Continue on. Because Finn had to flex some more.
So Finn had to continue to flex. He then got to the top of the ramp after Joe left, decided to throw his arms up, and nope, Samoa Joe ain't having any of it, and then beats his ass.
All in his psyche.
Yep, and then choked him out, put him in the coquina clutch once he got in the ring. So again, Joe goes over.
Slob all over the place.
Oh yeah, that shot looked that looked nasty. I will say this. I do wish that segment just ended with, all right, Finn goes out and he wants to flex and then just end the segment there. Because, man, just the shot of Joe leaving.
Yeah, it was perfect.
We
didn't even need the choke out. That could have happened next week. It could have happened next week. If
that happened next week, I would have been better with it.
Because normally when we get these contract signings,
there's always a fight.
It is always a fight.
And it's prolonged as hell.
Yeah. And this one wasn't all that prolonged. They got, Finn, but fuck it. I just think this was a really good contract signing. Could have did without the physicality, but, that's WWE signature right there. We got to fight.
Yeah. I think the only time there wasn't a fight was Zayn and Owens.
Didn't they do one with Cena where he didn't fight? Or Rollins or somebody? There was another one on the main roster not too long ago where they didn't fight. They teased the fight, but got away or something like that. I forget. Doesn't matter. We don't talk main roster right now. NXT. So what was our first match? Mind you, this was the first 10 minutes. If this was on Raw, this would have been.
I don't even think this may have been the first like 7 minutes.
If this was on Raw, this would have been the first 40 minutes.
Yes. They would have had the first 20 minutes would have been talking about how Eva Marie was going to have the match, and then the other 20 minutes would have been the contract signing.
Shouldn't take that damn long.
No. So then we had the championship rematch, the Vaudevillains versus Dash and Dawson.
Okay.
They worked a different match here. Instead of Dawson going after the leg, they just decided, all right, now we're just gonna go after your arm. We're just gonna make sure you have no limbs ever.
You want to protect that leg? That's fine. Let me see that arm right quick, though. let me see that real quick. You okay? You want to hold that out there for me? Oh, thank you. Shatter this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Those guys, man. It just what that did for me was pretty much to say, it don't matter if it's your leg, your arm, your neck, your shoulders, your back. We're gonna work something, and we're gonna fuck it up.
Mm-hmm.
I love these guys, man.
They're pretty great.
God, I love these guys. It's just the way, just fundamental shit. Fundamental shit. And I wish they were getting more mainstream notoriety for this. Because, and the reason I say that is because this is how you work a textbook match.
Yes.
If this got more attention than wrestling as a whole, if they started to incorporate more of this into their matches, one-on-one, singles, like on the main roster, just get the fundamentals down, then I think that people would be more engaged. For example,
everybody wrestles the same basic wrestling match on the main roster. Everyone does.
Yes. And if you want to wrestle the same basic match, that's fine. Work a body part. That's the easiest way to wrestle the same match and get away with it. Because the heels get the heat, the babies get they build off of that heat, and they make the comeback. It's so easy because it gives them something to fight through. But again, it's that 50-50 booking. Everybody got to get their moves in. Everybody got to look spectacular. Everybody got to pander to the crowd. Dash and Dawson, fuck the crowd. That's how they feel. Fuck them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you cheering for us? Let me cut that off. You cheering for us right now, or I hear the crowd is still energized. Here, let me take this dude's leg out.
I love their finish.
I love it. Yeah. Oh, you don't want this submission? Y'all want a quick little finish? Y'all want to kick out and stuff? Y'all want to do all of these?
Oh, y'all want a hot tag?
All right, I got you. Get up in the air right quick. We got that too. Whatever way you want to do this, we gonna do this. Whatever way. When those dudes wrestle Jordan and Gable, this should not be any less than a half hour. It should be no less than a half hour.
They should have a 30-minute Iron Man match.
They should just have the whole show. Fuck it. Get in the whole thing.
They should have the whole show.
Just have Asuka make an appearance in the beginning or end. Doesn't matter. Beginning or end. Just have an appearance. And just have them wrestle the rest of the show. I'm fine with that. I believe that they know people are salivating for that match. They know people want that match. That is going to be, the pop that Jordan.
And they haven't given it away yet.
No, they're not even hinting at it.
Nope.
They're not even putting them in the same stratosphere.
Nope.
The pop that Jordan and Gable are gonna get when they win those titles is gonna be insane. It's gonna be insane because Dawson and Wilder do not want you to like them. They don't. They don't. And they do a damn good job.
Yeah. No flash, just what's their slogan? No flips, just fist.
And they just physically beat people up.
Yeah.
They just beat people up. They're not the tallest guys in the world, but when they're on top, they look the biggest.
Yeah.
And not gonna say that they dominated in this match here, because they didn't dominate it. It was a little back and forth, which I was okay with because you got the team that wants their belts back. But then they just got their shit pushed. like, wait, hold up, time out. You thought that Jai actually had a chance? No, we were taking the titles from you, and there was nothing you were going to do about that. Let's just make that abundantly clear. That's what I got from that.
We are the champions. Eat this L.
Yeah, and move back down the card. How about that? Move back down the card.
Mm-hmm. Man, only WWE put over their champions like that.
No can do. No can do.
So after the match was over, Enzo and Cass came back, beat them up a little bit. Dash and Dawson went running off, and so we're gonna have. It looks like a Enzo and Cass in London match against Dash and Dawson for the championships.
Hold on, wait. Say it again. Oh, wait. No, say it again.
Enzo and Cass,
Okay,
and it looks like it's going.
Heard you say something else. All right. And the way that they backed off, it's as if these guys just listen to Austin and JR all the time. They got their heat during their match with the Vaudevillains. They got their heat, pretty much proved to them you can't beat us. Right now, they're looking like anybody that steps in the ring with them is going to get beat up and they're going to get hurt. And then you have, the people that they already beat up come back in, house full of fire. They come out ready to swing. They take them down. They get up out of there, clutching the titles, running away. And they get the heat and they give Enzo and Cass the reaction that they should be getting, that babyface pop. That put Enzo and Cass over big time. But they're going to get fucked when it comes to the title match. It's going to be the same result. We're going to work a body part, bro. Just got to do it. You're going to catch this body. And Enzo looked great, didn't he? Enzo looked believable in his attack.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, they both looked very believable. It was a good segment overall.
Those guys were on fire, those two.
Mm-hmm.
They're just gonna get punched in the mouth, though.
I want to make one more comment about the contract signing.
Okay.
NXT just does a very good job of contract signings because they're not stupid. They're never stupid. They have a point. Every single one of them.
Was that Sasha one with Becky Lynch?
Sasha with Becky Lynch, Sasha with Bayley, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. This one here. Every single contract signing it serves a purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the Charlotte and Paige one on the main roster.
No shit.
It is as by the book as any contract signing ever. Say words, say something nasty that then causes a fight.
And push a table or throw a chair or some shit.
Yes, that's what every contract signing is on WWE.
This chick Sasha came to the contract signing with a stamp.
Yes. That was all the point that needed to be made. Stamp, I'm done.
And then put her on a table and whoop their ass. Yo, they just do it differently.
Mm-hmm.
They just do it differently. And they try not to have it drag on. I think that on the main roster, they kind of get away from what this contract signing is about.
Yes.
Because you have the guy that comes out and moderates it. He gives the entire spiel about what's going on. He gets you invested. And then they do the contract signing and then, tempers flare. On Raw, the guy comes out. He mentions who's coming out. And by the time both of those guys are out, the moderator doesn't even mean anything anymore. They're done. Mm-hmm. We're done here. You can leave. Because you don't do anything from that point on.
Mm-hmm. I always like to make fun of NXT for this one thing where they always say I think I talked about this last week too. On December whatever at NXT London, at TakeOver London, it will be Asuka versus whoever it may be for this match or something like that. I always make fun of them for that. Okay. But I realize how much WWE does not do that and how important that actually is, that they give the date and when things are going to happen. Because it gives you a reason to say, oh, if I tune in at this date when this thing is happening, whether it's NXT TV or an NXT special, I know now. They've told me. And I'm an idiot if I didn't pay attention.
You get something to sink your teeth into.
Correct. Raw does not do that. They do not say, hey, next week on Raw.
I have no idea what's happening next week.
Yeah, next week I just go and I'm like, okay.
What's going on? What's happening on Raw next week? I don't even know what happened this week, but what's happening on Raw next week? Do you know? What we got? What we got lined up for next week? I think TNA did a better job at getting you invested into next week.
I mean, they have a tournament bracket. They at least have that.
I don't know what's happening on Raw next week. No idea.
I
can't tell you one match, but what I can tell you is we're probably going to get the exact same matches we got last week.
That actually would not shock me at all.
Amazing. All right. So
yes, seriously, I'm even looking now. I'm typing in Raw for next week, and nothing.
They don't even know.
No. It's like buy tickets. Like for what?
Because.
Okay. So after that, we had Tom Phillips, who was in Regal's office with Eva Marie.
Hey, Tom, how you doing?
Eva Marie apparently took over Regal's office, and she said she needed it because she needed the space for the gifts that Total Divas sent her. She says Bayley is a nice girl, but that NXT needs a real woman as champion.
Oh boy.
And then she introduced her new friend, Nia Jax. Oh. Eva will give the fans that.
This felt so rehearsed. Amazingly rehearsed.
Yes.
And I'm just sitting there and listening to it and watching her, just looking at her expression. She had no expression in her face whatsoever.
No.
Now, what she was trying
very hard to make sure that she got her lines right.
The words that she was trying to get across, yeah, I'm with you.
The delivery, no.
She zero personality, zero. And I think that probably feeds into a character as well.
She has the personality of a paper plate, but I think that's
a paper plate. God man.
Though I think the whole thing with Eva is that she sucks, and that's what you're supposed to buy into.
Yeah, she sucks at everything. So there you go.
That's amazing. The only way we can actually get heat on people is that they suck at wrestling.
And now she apparently sucks at interviews. Can she do anything right? We don't know. And that's why you should be invested in her. Because then it becomes, damn, this bitch can't get nothing right. And they putting a title on her? We hate this bitch. That's why it makes all the sense in the world. That right there.
Yeah, it's the only thing I can think of.
Okay, so what we got next?
So after that, they showed recaps of Dana Brooke and Asuka, since they were going to have their match later. And then there was a hype video for your homeboy.
Yo!
So the Drifter is going to be a thing.
When I saw that, I actually did get hyped. I did, because I said, oh, whoa, hold up. They're actually giving him a vignette? What, really? So they're going to do something with him?
They're going to do things with this guy? Okay.
Like, I do find it odd that they already pre-debuted him with the guitar gimmick.
Uh-huh.
And then they took him off TV, and then they do the vignette with the same guitar gimmick that they're going to be doing.
Right.
So I guess they were just testing it.
Yes, I think that's what it was.
See how the crowd will react or whatever, but I like it nonetheless. I like it.
It's developmental. You can get away with things like that.
I like his look a whole lot. Fucking looks like Macho Man, a miniature version.
And
I'm just character wise, like, you know, would he just on a look alone.
The look is great.
He has my attention. His ring work, if I can remember correctly, I think he was fine. And if they're putting a vignette behind him, they just might be putting something behind him. They're going to be giving him some time, see what he could do.
Yeah.
I'm guessing they're going to either see if he could sink or swim, or if they have to cut their losses. That's what I'm getting from this. And I'm hoping that he makes it, man. I'm hoping that he makes it. I'm interested.
Mm-hmm.
See what the guy could do. But I was very surprised when I saw that. Like, as soon as I saw the guitar, I said, no way. Really? They're giving him a vignette? Okay. Like, they ain't even show his face yet. I just saw the guitar.
Yeah. So afterwards, we got Dana Brooke backstage talking about, how she was ready for Asuka. So then Dana Brooke came down to the ring. Or no, Asuka came down to the ring and did her big entrance. And then Dana Brooke came out and started making fun of Asuka, or started talking about Asuka. And sure enough, the trap was set. Emma came in and blindsided her. Asuka tried to fight back, but then got chop blocked. Emma put her in the Emma lock, and Asuka is great. Because not only did she allow Emma to put her in the Emma lock, and this is what I noticed, Emma's not wrestling barefoot. No, sorry, not Emma. Asuka's not wrestling barefoot. She's actually wearing the feet shoes, is what she's wearing.
Okay.
So not only does Emma put on this Emma lock, but Asuka also is selling it correctly. So she's making it seem by putting her hands on the floor and then pushing herself up. She's actually making it seem as if Emma is really torquing back on her, as if Emma is actually trying to pull and pull her like face all the way back and break her back.
Yeah, she's great torque on her.
Yeah, sold the shit out of it. And I love
her facial expressions.
Yes.
Perfect. I can't wait for this match, Blackjack. I really can't. This is the one match I'm looking forward to on this card.
Because afterwards, after she got done putting her in the Emma lock. By the way, Emma black pants and gray top, that needs to be a thing. She needs to wrestle in that.
You liked it.
Oh, that was a fucking great look.
Now, what if she just goes like jet black hair? Too much? Okay.
That may be overkill. I think the hair that she's got on right now, going right now is great. It's good. It's nice and dark enough, but not too dark. I don't want to get her getting into Paige territory.
But they're just gonna like spray paint her darker a little bit.
No.
You already spray painted her red.
I think this look is fine.
Yeah, she's good. I can't wait for this match.
Yeah,
because it's I don't really hear people talking about it, but when they do, I'm wondering if they think that this is going to be a squash.
No.
I don't see.
Although Asuka will kill her.
I was thinking to be a hard fought match.
I do too, but Asuka will kill her.
Here's the one thing I didn't like about this whole thing. I didn't like Asuka at the end with the finger licking good. I didn't like that.
I actually like that.
The reason I didn't like that is because we saw this already.
Correct. Okay.
In order for me to stay invested in this match as like this is going to be, one of the best matches that she's going to have in the next season, especially with the talent that's there now, I want to feel as though Asuka feels like Emma's a threat. And when she did that right there, now I know that plays into Asuka's character where she's a glutton for punishment, it seems. But at the same time, I want to stay invested in Emma being a threat. I don't want it to be like, all right, it's over. Oh, that didn't really hurt me all that much.
I didn't get that vibe. What I got from that was all right, you got me, but just you wait.
See, now if it was a move like a pedigree or something, right? A quick snap, a little quick hitting move, then yeah. But this was a submission move. It's a little different for me. It's a little different. It's a submission move. You're supposed to be holding something when you get back up.
Mm-hmm.
Now, quick hitting move, that's more so like, you caught me off guard. Submission, no, I got your ass and you ain't getting out. That's why it feels a little different for me.
Okay.
Nuance thing. That's all.
All right. So then Bailey was backstage talking to Tom Phillips. Apparently everybody wants to talk to Tom Phillips. Maybe it's because he doesn't look like a 2-year-old boy anymore. She talks about the fact that the company wants Eva as champ, but she says that she's a wrestler and that Eva is not. And she will prove so by retaining her NXT Women's Championship. Then afterwards, we got a Sami Zayn vignette. He's coming back. Does this mean that I have to start putting back up my trailer videos now for my return?
Now, is he coming back for NXT, or is he coming back to announce that he's leaving up to the main roster?
Who knows? But he just says, I'm returning. So who knows? Because if he comes back to NXT, the narrative's completely different. And
I don't know what they do there. Like, he has nothing to do on NXT.
Like, what's he going to say? I want a title shot. Dude, it's been like years. And that guy who beat you for it, he's gone now.
Like, he's above the guys that are there. He's gotten all of the steam that he could have gotten out of NXT.
Yeah.
He was there for that particular class.
Maybe
for him to come back, it's like, hey, you're here in somebody else's in these other guys' class now. Like, this isn't your class of guys. I would feel as though he just doesn't fit with those guys. Now, would he have better matches with them? Absolutely. Go ahead.
Maybe, and maybe I'm off here. Maybe they're going to bring him back after London or at London. Who knows? Maybe the idea is let's make it seem as if we're bringing him to NXT and then have him be a surprise at the Rumble.
What the heck got to do with London?
Because if you bring him back at London, which is in December, it looks like he's actually wrestling down there in NXT and that he's not getting called up.
Okay, and that's your surprise entrant. Just to give him his name, but like just to get him back familiar with the crowd.
Correct.
So use that to and he'll be the guy to eliminate Owens.
Yes. So you can use London for that reason. And then be like, oh, well, he's back, but he's down there in NXT, and then people are like, well, what are they? All right, if they're gonna keep him down there, fine. And then let him just be a surprise because remember, the Rumble this year is gonna be in Orlando. So if he's still in NXT, it's right next door.
Yeah, you can just walk there. Yeah. That makes sense. It makes sense. Get people to like think like, oh man, he's really wrestling NXT matches. You put him in there with who do you put him in there with? You want to protect Finn, so you don't put him anywhere near him. Maybe a tag match with him, but that's at best. You don't give him Cruz.
You don't give him Joe.
You can give him Joe.
Nah.
By that time, Joe will be done lost to Finn. You could do Joe. I think
not crazy about that, but okay.
Big names. I think they can see some money in that.
All right.
But who else could you put him with? You put him with Baron Corbin?
You can put him with the next guy in this next match, who they actually made a big deal about. So we had Apollo Crews versus Jesse Sorensen.
Yo, what the fuck was that about?
They sold the shit out of Jesse Sorensen.
Yo, this dude had a ring entrance and everything. But yo, wasn't he just a jobber not too long, like a couple of weeks ago?
Yes.
What the? And now all of a sudden, like he's this known Indies guy. Like,
yeah,
wait.
It's just like, look, guys, it's Jesse Sorensen, and I'm like, he's definitely been in like 2 or 3 jobber matches this year.
Yes.
In NXT.
And again, I know who Jesse Sorensen is, TNA and all of that. I know that.
Yeah.
Fucked up his neck, Zima Aya. I know.
Yeah.
But what the like really? What was this? And they actually had him wrestling a match where he just wasn't getting jabroned out. He actually got some moves in and looked the part of a heel. Why am I thinking that he looked the part of a heel when he should have been getting jabroned out?
Maybe they have something for him. Maybe the Drifters' next opponent is going to be Jesse Sorensen.
That's his next feud.
Yo, I just love how much they sold it. They
really sold the book.
They sold Jesse Sorensen like they just got I'm trying to think. They sold Jesse Sorensen as if like
I'm gonna tell you who they sold him like. You're gonna
like Ricochet just came.
No, here's how they sold Jesse Sorensen.
Okay.
It's gonna be completely overboard, by the way, so prepare yourself.
Okay.
They sold Jesse Sorensen.
I got to get up for this one. This is
no. Oh no.
They sold Jesse Sorensen like Vince sold Gilbert. Survivor Series. 19. What was that?
Wayne Gill.
Wayne Gill. The way Vince sold him was how they sold Sorensen here. Completely out of control. That was way out of control. Oh man, too good. Too good. Well, again, what was that about? What was that about?
Dude, I cried. It was just so unnecessary how much they sold him. Anyway, squashed by Apollo Crews. And then Apollo Crews, he beat him with
threw his ass in the air with his power bomb.
Yeah, I got you in like a reverse, but then I'm a spin throw you and then power bomb your ass. Man, that talk about a finisher. So then Apollo Crews accepted Baron Corbin's challenge. He said he will lay him down because he's the lone wolf, you see. It was good fire out of him. I like Apollo Crews way more than I like Finn Balor.
I'm okay with them.
That's a problem.
Because at least now they're starting to peel off layers of Crews. You know, they're giving you a little more. Mm-hmm. He's shown me more than Finn has personality wise.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? I was also gonna say that they've done more with Jesse Sorensen here than they've ever done with the recently released Sami Callihan.
Yeah, he's released too. Yeah, shit, we didn't talk about that, but anyway.
No need.
Well, actually, he wasn't so much released as he just decided.
So they said,
yeah, he asked for it.
We ain't have anything for you anyway. Bye. That's what they told him. All right. So what do we have next?
Let me see. Yeah. Oh, Corbin had a promo too afterwards where they just had him backstage cutting one, and man, Corbin's good too.
It's pretty much you're just gonna be a trivia question at one point. Fuck you. I'm gonna kick your ass and you're gonna be put out of this business. And he just left.
Yep.
He just left.
So then we had the match.
No.
In which they decided we're going to bring down senior WWE official Charles Robinson, aka Lil Nate.
I'm going to tell you exactly what type of match this was, and probably where they got it from. But go ahead.
They were watching some Attitude Era shit.
No.
Okay.
Even better. They were watching WCW. This is straight out of this entire match.
Oh God.
Straight out of WCW. They're about to Nick Patrick that ref.
Yeah.
They were about to just the utter chaos and the lack of control from the referees. 1000% WCW. Just the cluster of it. But it all made sense.
It did.
That's the difference between.
Well, there was one spot that didn't make sense, but that's from a logic standpoint.
Well, all right. So
outside of that,
let's start this from the entrances.
So Charles Robinson comes out with the normal ref, and Charles Robinson is just there to make sure that this match is called down the middle, as corporate wants it to be.
Okay.
So it's still refereed by I think his name's like Danilo or something like that. Who cares?
These nuts. All right.
Eva comes down the ring with Nia Jax. Uber heat, yes, because of course Alexa the week before was not allowed to come down to the ring with Blake and Murphy, but this was okay.
Michael Cole.
Bailey then came out.
He's the planet.
Bailey then came out, and then they did the spotlight thing where they introduced for the title. Boy, I still like the feel of that, but boy, this Eva Marie just does not look right.
This is part of the reason why I said this shouldn't be done for every title match. I think it should be done only on.
Well, they wanted to make you believe in this one.
Oh, stop. They only. I think they only should do them for the specials, and maybe not for tag team matches, but just the women's title and the world title or whatever they call it, NXT title. Because they're just that. I mean, and if they want the tag team titles to feel special, okay. So you do them with the tag titles as well. I don't think you should do them on regular NXT shows. I
don't think you should do it on every. If you want that big feel, I mean, they didn't think about it. They didn't do it tonight for the tag team champions.
True,
it was fine. Here, I didn't mind. I didn't mind it so much happening as much as just wow. Even Marie does not look right here.
There's that, and they also wanted to play up. Part of the reason why they did it was because they wanted to play up that whole part where the ref asked for Bailey's belt. And Bailey had that look of doubt in her face, like she knows she's about to get fucked in the butt.
Yep.
So, that kind of goes along with it, I guess. It adds to it, but I could have did without it.
Yeah.
Unnecessary.
So the match starts. They do like some chin lock work. And literally, I think about a minute or two in, Bailey hits the belly to belly. Is about to pin her and get this over with because that's how an Eva Marie match should go. She should get squashed within a minute because she can't wrestle. But before the ref can can give the 3 count, Nia Jax pulls him out and has him hit the metal ramp. Kills the guy. And as he's being helped to the back, Charles Robinson slides in.
Yo, he slid up in them DMs something vicious.
Yes. He's really good at sliding in the ring. He's very good.
Inside, his slide was clean.
So they get a little. So Bailey gets confused because she's like, "Well, what the fuck?" This is where the logic didn't make sense to me. You just clearly saw that Nia Jax distracted in this match, and we're calling this down the middle. That would result in a DQ.
Let me ask you this question. Was he the active referee at that time?
No. That's the technicality. But if we're calling this down the middle and a senior referee is there to make sure that it is called down the middle and that things go correctly, he is technically ignoring a very, very blatant disqualification. Because then how does he explain how the ref went down?
And where was Michael Cole?
But yeah, that was the only thing where I'm like, like I could understand it. Eva Marie accidentally knocked out the ref, then fine. But because Nia Jax blatantly did it.
Eva Marie knocking out a ref. That's cute.
So, afterwards,
Nia Jax at that point in time, she didn't exactly interfere on anyone's side. All right, I'm making up bullshit now.
Yeah, it is. Stop. So Bailey's looking around at him and is like, well, what the fuck? And then Eva tried to roll her up for which only got a 2 count. Then Nia Jax at some point interfered with Charles Robinson not looking and headbutted Bailey. And then Eva Marie took control. Eva Marie cannot wrestle. She cannot. There's one spot where she was supposed to do the shoulder charges, and Bailey's going up into the second rope. But Eva Marie is just throwing the weakest looking shoulder charges I have ever seen. And then there was a spot.
She doesn't want to hurt anyone, Blackjack. She's made of stone.
And then there was a spot where Bailey's throwing the shoulder charges, and Eva Marie cannot get into the second rope.
Yo, didn't she have like her whole body inside on the first one? Like she just completely missed that. Like the shoulder didn't hit her, and it's like she just jumped through the ropes.
Yeah, she jumped way too early. on one, and then another one she just went too late, and another one she just kind of slumped in. It's just like, what are you doing? There were so many camera cuts and angles and things that they tried to do to make sure that this looked okay that it just came off looking silly. They can't do this at London. You can't tricks and mirrors this shit.
This is why Nia Jax is there.
Yes,
she's there to throw the diversion.
So, at one point, she hit. I think she hit like Eva with
Sliced bread.
No. She was hitting her comeback, and then she does the tumble back, and she does the woo, and then hits the
all right.
Bailey. Yeah, it hits the elbow, the back elbow on Eva, and no. Just as she's about to hit it, Charles Robinson stops her.
Oh yeah, I can't defend that one. Well, to be fair, Eva was in the ropes.
She was in the ropes, yes. So you can call that. It's just never called.
Ever.
It is never called.
Accepted Bailey on that one.
Mm-hmm.
He straight up caught her in midair. Like, nah, bro, we ain't doing this.
Yep. So Bailey argued it, and then Eva Marie took control, and I wouldn't call it Eva Marie hitting the sliced red. It was more like Eva Marie slowly got up the turnbuckle and Bailey flipped her over so that Bailey could get hit with her move.
Yeah, she just threw herself back like,
Yes. But Bailey kicked out of that shit.
Out of that weak ass shit.
Yeah, like get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I'm harder than that, bro.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there was one point in this match where Eva Marie did the Pete Townsend.
I don't know who that is.
The air guitar where she was doing the windmill.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Pete Townsend is famous for that. He would play like power chords on guitar and just windmill.
Okay.
I have no idea where she got this one from. When was that a thing she did?
They just pretty much said, Eva, just be yourself. We got you. You don't have to worry about training no more. Just go out there and do what you think you can do.
What do you think wrestling is? Be interpretive.
Just do that. We can handle this. We can spin this a little bit, and we'll make you a star. Just be you. Just be you. We don't worry about it.
Go be great.
Go ahead. Be great. Go ahead. You can do it, Eva.
Oh,
and
man.
She goes out there and stinks it up, and they put a spin on that some bitch that'll make her shine.
Uh-huh.
God damn it, NXT is great. We all know she can't wrestle. They know that you know she can't wrestle.
Mm-hmm.
They said, all right, we're not going to fucking bullshit you. We're not going to bullshit you. She sucks, which is why she's going to get the title. Because you're going to hate it. You're going to absolutely despise it. Uber heat.
I'm not sure if she's actually getting the title yet.
Stop fighting this.
I know I'm not fighting it. I don't know, because if Regal comes back, he ain't gonna allow that shit to happen.
Bro, it's corporate. It's over his head.
But if Regal's not back, then I believe it.
Well, they already got the match.
No, they don't.
What are Regal gonna do about that?
They don't have the match yet.
Didn't she say I'll see your bitch ass in London?
No.
No, it's not official?
No.
Blackjack is happening. She's getting a title. Don't fight this.
Can we finish the match, please?
Okay.
Thank you. Bailey then goes and shoves Eva into Charles Robinson, knocks his ass out.
She's a heel.
So now she's a heel. And then Eva delivered a big boot, which I can only describe as she somehow got her leg up and tried to maybe get it at her face.
She Kevin Nashed her. I liked it.
She Kevin Nashed her. She went up to the top rope, and then Bailey tried to hit a belly to Bailey, and then Nia Jax went and pulled her down, trying to trip her or whatever, but then threw her outside. And then Nia tried to tell her, hey, get it together, Eva. And before that could happen, Bailey pulls Nia's legs from under her and makes her hit face first on the apron. Bailey slides back in, hits the Bailey to belly. No one's there to count until, oh shit, the old ref came back, slid in. 1, 2, 3. Bailey retains. And before Bailey could even really celebrate, Nia comes in, jumped her, beat her up, and then just in the middle of the ring, just kept dropping the leg on her. Dropping the leg. And dropping the leg. And she's like, all right, I'm out.
Yeah, when she dropped the leg holding the title, I was just laughing.
That was not necessary at all.
The title. It was like, I was going to get this back to you, but fuck you, take this leg while I'm holding it. Like, I don't know. I just found that so funny. Like, I had to rewind. Like, did she really just leg drop this whole while holding the title? Did she have to do that?
Yeah. By the way, Corey Graves is it was because Osiris just made comment on it. I was like, because last week he actually said, "Oh my God, Eva Marie, do you think that belt comes in red?" And I was like,
Blackjack is gonna happen. She's gonna all red everything the belt.
No, oh God, no.
Oh my God, it's gonna happen.
No, but it was last week when he said that, and I was like, that is the most, like, Corey Graves would never say that, and I was like, oh right, he's a heel.
The heat, Blackjack. The heat.
He really. It was just the way he said it too.
Think right now how you would feel, not only if she won it, but if she changed the title to red. Just think about how you would legit feel about Eva Marie.
I mean, I don't feel any different than I would if she won right now, honestly.
Every week she would be coming out with that title, and you would just be like, oh no. Oh, you would have a feeling. And it would be a feeling of disgust.
I would just wait until the segment's over.
You would feel disgusted every time you see her with that belt. All red everything, red robe, red hair, red outfit, red title, all red everything. I can't wait. Damn it, I can't wait. Woo, I can't wait for this. This is going to be great. This is going to be great.
You really want this to happen?
I want this to happen badly.
Really?
The heat, man.
I have no desire for this to happen.
Like, the heat, she has heat now. She has, like, over nuclear heat right now. But can you go over nuclear? Like, I'm just like sitting in anticipation, waiting to see just how hot this crowd could get for Eva Marie. I just need this. I need this to happen. I need this to happen.
I get it from.
It's going to get worse and worse and worse because she's gonna hold that shit. Oh yeah, she's gonna hold it. Ooh, Oscar.
I get it from a heat standpoint. Yes.
Oh, this got legs, man. This got legs.
But legs. No, I don't think it does.
This has legs.
Because I think where this ends.
She's gonna be Shawn Michaels. She's gonna be Shawn Michaels.
Well, nobody here is going to be Shawn Michaels.
She's gonna be Shawn.
Nobody here is Shawn Michaels.
And Nia Jax is gonna be the Big Daddy Cool. She's gonna be Diesel. She's gonna be the bodyguard.
That's about that. I will give you Big Daddy Diesel. Nobody is Shawn Michaels here.
No, I'm just talking about a sense of that gimmick.
I get. Yes, I do. But no, we are not putting Shawn Michaels and Eva Marie in the same sentence.
I'm comparing Eva Marie to Shawn Michaels.
Absolutely not.
Because that's how she's going to maintain that title. The same way that he did. All because of Kevin Nash. Yes. It makes perfect sense.
Well, yes. If that happens, then yes. That's how you do it.
Stand Shawn Michaels back then, too. Oh, they couldn't stand him. This is going to be excellent. I can't wait. Oh, God damn it. I'm Bart Scott right now. Can't wait. Woo! This is going to be great. You're going to be mad.
Not really. The problem is that she has
not the Divas, but the women's division comes back. That's gonna be you. I'm like, nope. We're gonna talk about this hoe every week.
No, because here's the problem: is that she's gonna have to wrestle.
Yeah. And she got Nia Jax to help her out. It's gonna be great. Come on, you see it.
They can't. But the thing is that they can't work this match every week. They can't.
But they will. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great, Blackjack. Book it. It's gonna be great.
It's really not.
Oh god, she's gonna come out. Wait, Marie's gonna come out with the Red Octobers.
Oh god. So that was NXT.
Oh, it's gonna be great.
There does need to make notice here. I think that if you really want to react to Eva and get the correct reaction, here's how you do it.
She's getting the correct reaction. That's what she's getting.
There was a guy literally as this match was going on, literally read a book.
Really?
Yes. He literally read a book as the match is going on.
In the crowd, front row.
Yes, he was front row and literally was reading a book. There's just some guy in a green polo, and like everybody's just looking, and he's just here like, I got a book.
It's like, I'm not in on this shit. Fuck out of here.
I ain't about this bullshit. He's like, I didn't pay for this.
Bring on the next set of tapings. Fuck this.
Yeah. Oh man, I'll actually link it in the chat right now. It's hilarious.
Yo, this is gonna be great.
But he's like dead serious reading.
Probably about as serious as I am about Eva Marie. Dead serious here. That's the picture.
Yeah, I just put it in the chat. Like really, like just like there's a book.
All right, so let's you gotta have the book up that damn high.
Yes.
Really?
Like he wants to make sure that he's not looking at any of this.
Does Nia Jax look like she got like that football paint under her eyes? Like the black paint that they put under their eyes.
A little bit there, yes.
Big ass cheekbone. All right, so we gotta close this up. We gotta take a look at the Twitters.
Because you want food.
I gotta do number 2. All right, so
Hey, I need to know all that. All right, so let's look at this. Let's see. I'm gonna get on Twitter right now.
I'm on.
I can actually do that on my phone now.
See, look, that's what I'm talking about. NXT is the only show that makes me want to see Eva Marie as champ. That's from Slick Disaster. See, he gets it. He gets it.
Well, yes, we get it, Wiza, but I get why. Yes, I get why you want to see her as champ, and I don't worry, I get it.
Overheat.
I have no desire to see her wrestle though. Zero.
She's not going to. It's gonna be clusterfucks all the time.
I can't. I don't know if I can do that.
You have to deal with it, man. You're gonna have to deal with it. You don't gotta like it, but you're gonna love it. It's even great.
All right, let's see here. Let me slide.
First one I see with John Cena.
Okay, I'm gonna go down to like where it's...
Even though that's such false advertisement, because that would not be Cena's face.
Oh damn. Okay, all right, here we go. All right. First one comes from Slick Disaster. Ryback.
Oh shit! No, I didn't see that. I just see. Go ahead. Just go ahead. Yo.
He's obviously getting surgery done, so he has like a scrubs on and a hat.
It's Jericho shit.
And Rick Ryback looks like the lunch lady that always adds a little something to the lunches. It also helps that Ryback looks high as hell in this picture.
All right, let me scroll down and start from where you start from, because these shits I'm seeing are kind of funny.
Okay.
All right.
Hey, so remember when you thought this was going to be a terrible idea?
Okay, this is Ryback here with the in the hospital.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Triple H, former gladiator who won his freedom, and now somebody did this last week, or like weeks before.
Well, we didn't report them all.
Okay. Former gladiator who won his freedom and now runs a gladiator ring of his own.
Don't dig the picture.
I think there's a better Triple H picture you could have used there, but I can see it. Yes. Quest 71084. Oh, by the way, that last one was sent by the Texas Boy 91. Quest 710484, which means he's somewhere in the Nebraska area. I'm guessing that's a zip code. When the squad gets their first designer belt and take pics at the club, and it's the New Day and Seth Rollins after SummerSlam. Okay. Breeze looks like the lifeguard, too busy flirting with girls to notice a child drifting out at sea. It's actually a pretty clean look, too.
Let's see. Breeze looks like the lifeguard.
That one's by Texas Homeboy 91, too. That's a good one because it's just he's making the stupid little He does look like that asshole.
Got other shit to worry about.
Yeah. Quest 71084. When your pastor used to pimp before he got saved. Oh my God.
Oh boy.
It's that picture of Zay. Oh dear Lord. Dear Lord, yes, that's a good one.
Next one is Sasha one is pretty clean.
The look, it's Sasha, and it says the look she makes when it's bigger than she thought. Oh my God. Who got that freeze frame that perfect?
With the arms out, the hands out? Yeah.
Hands out, and her eyes are like in like the back of her head. That's a pretty good one.
Let me take a look at this Ziggler one. I don't really care. Oh, yeah, we got.
I'm gonna retweet the Breeze one right now because that one was pretty good, and then the Banks one. I like that. And the Xavier one. The Xavier one was out of control.
You were about that in the thug life until you saw.
Dolph Ziggler looks like the guy you see at a bar that doesn't care that the 80s ended.
Blah. Blah the next one too. Let me see this next one right here.
When you were about that internet thug life until you saw the person you was talking shit to. Okay. Edge looks like that one kid who walked in on his parents having sex. He does make that face very often. That one was sent in by Quest 71084. The last one was by Prince Herb 2 and then Pfeiffer Darren. Let's see.
Yo, this John Cena one.
This one's sent in by Chris the Boss 1981. John Cena looks like he was about to go balls deep, but his girl was on her period.
That face right there.
That's a good one because it's this old angry serious Cena face. That one's
super serious Cena.
KO looks like he leaves low tips, then shoots the finger gun and says, "Don't spin it all in one place." That's a good one.
That's Dick Owens right
That is Dick Owens. I like that one. Oh, the meme-worthy Roman Reigns face.
Yeah, this was too good.
This one by Young Showtime. But the last one was by Texas Boy 91.
I was seeing a lot of good Roman Reigns ones through the week.
When you get a call from some girl saying, "I just got back from the doctor, let's meet up," hashtag GG. And it's Roman lying down in that confetti. Oh man.
Oh boy. Oh no. Oh no. The Roman Reigns one with the jacket on.
Roman Reigns looks like this one's sent in by Texas Homeboy, Texas Boy 91. Roman Reigns looks like the warrior in the gladiator arena who helps you defeat the tiger and then joins you on a quest.
Like, I'm coming with you.
I'm coming with you. By the way, I'm looking at this with Roman without the vest. Why don't they just have him go like that?
The pants kind of throws it off a little bit.
I guess, but I don't know. I think it's about time you just finally just take the shirt off. Well, maybe when he turns heel, just take the shirt off that motherfucker.
This next one, though.
Oh my God! Oh shit! Young Showtime might have just won again. Oh my God!
No. There's competition. There is competition.
No, come on. That's
Yeah.
not right. Come on, man.
Because it's actually in motion.
When she tells you to try something new, and it's Roman Reigns cocking his fist back and forth to set up the Superman punch. I can't right now, man. Come on. That shit was not necessary. That was not necessary. This Daniel Bryan looks like a future Chewbacca. I mean, at this rate, he might be. that might be a reality. That one's sent by Slick Disaster. Showtime again. When you find your girl at home and another dude, and she says he's just my gay friend, don't worry. And it's Tyler Breeze, of course. Let's see. Cage episode 15 is what I'm gonna assume that is. When you see your friend who set you up on a date, who he said she was fine, but was a fat chick, and it's Undertaker about the chokeslam. I'm guessing that's JBL.
His eyes, though.
His eyes, yeah, just oh.
He had the same eyes when he was laughing at Brock. Same eyes.
Jake Mitchell 519. Jericho looks like he just got the most underwhelming nudes ever. Wow. And it's just him frowning on the ropes in a Dolph Ziggler shirt.
Look at it. Just look at that.
He looks so disappointed.
This Big Show one right here, man.
Big Show looks like he just found out it's Jake Mitchell again. His girl let the squad hit it. It's crying Big Show. That's pretty good.
And then you got Roman Reigns in the back. But Big Show. Sorry to break the news to you. That was my only girl. This Cena, you can skip that one right there. But look at this Cena though.
It's
just not realistic, but the face does. It's a good sell on the face.
Yeah, he smashed 2 times in one night, and she says she wants round 3. The face is good, but
it's not believable.
No.
Cena's kicking out at 2.
Yes. The Boss in HD. Taker looks like the guy who goes to Hooters just to show off his bike and jacket. It's old American badass Taker.
Okay.
Roman looks like his girl said he had a small dick in front of squad. No, that's too smug. I know what he was going for there, but that face is a little too smug. DB Brian Phoenix. Asuka looks like she's ready for some erotic hot sex. Anytime. Oh, well, especially that one. It's the one where she's like, licking her thumb. Okay. Dean looks like his girl just called and said, I got my test results. That's a good one. That one's by Jake Mitchell 519. Mm-hmm. Boston HD. Batista looks like what?
I'm on that same one. Oh boy.
Batista looks like the dad hitting on all the moms at his son's baseball games. That's a good one too.
Oh boy. Good luck with that one. Yeah. You can see it though, right? Can't you see it?
Yes.
You can see it, right?
Yes, that's what made it funny. This one might win now. Phenomenal one. When the box stinking, but you still 60. And it's just Undertaker getting ready to tombstone Luke Harper.
Look at
his lip. That one just won. I think that one just won. That one just won by default.
Look at his lip. He wants no parts of that.
No. Oh man, that was too good. That was too good. I think that one wins. That one wins.
Oh boy.
Oh man. It's gonna be the winner this week. Oh, congratulations, phenomenal one. You've finally taken out what's his name? Who was always on top? Generic Minority or
it was Generic Minority 2 weeks in a row, then somebody else took it. I think Showtime took it.
Showtime, there we go. That's what we beat.
But
man.
The Roman Reigns meme when you forget to pull out.
That one was a good one. Yeah, I'll give that one second place. Or no, she says, I'll give you something new to try. And he does the Superman punch one. But the Taker 69 one wins this week.
Yeah.
I can't give it to anybody else.
The lip really does it.
It really does. Oh, man, that was good. Well, that'll close out the show this week. Thank you, everybody, for participating. We'll be sure to do it again next week. Follow us again on Twitter at It's21Blackjack.
Biggie and Reigns. There's one with Biggie and Reigns. Just refresh.
There's one with Biggie and Reigns. Hold on. Which old brother just send it?
Was Reigns giving himself a selfie? He was doing a selfie. He got photobombed.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's funny. Big E's hilarious.
That you are the dad. This Undertaker thing, man. Jesus.
Out of control. So yes, follow us on Twitter at It's21Blackjack, at WiseNow, at Need Clean Finish. We'll see you next Thursday for another episode because, oh yeah, that's right. Friday and Saturday, and I'm going to be fucking gone. Yeah, Thursday. So shit, I got to make Thursday count. But we'll see you on Thursday next week. Take it easy, guys.
Yeah.